Welcome back to the deep dive. There's that feeling, right? That need for tools that just work. Things you can rely on, especially when you're really pushing yourself creatively.
Absolutely. Whether you're a chef, a musician, or like us today talking about photography and video,
hmm
you want gear that just gets out of the way.
Exactly. Gear that feels like part of you. So today we are taking a deep dive into one of those tools. It's a piece of gear many pros call, well, not just a game changer, but a real workhorse.
Uh-huh.
We're talking about the Nikon NIKKOR Z 24-70mm f2.8s mirrorless camera lens.
Ah, the classic pro zoom for the Z system.
Precisely. We've looked at a ton of reviews, really dug into the analysis, and our mission today is basically to unpack what makes this lens tick. Why is it such a go-to choice?
Yeah, what gives it that reputation?
What makes it stand out in, let's be honest, a pretty crowded market? And, why should you, listening out there, really pay attention if you're serious about your craft?
Well, that sets the stage perfectly. Because when we talk about pro-grade gear, especially a lens like this Nikon, it's not just about the specs on paper, is it?
No, not at all.
It's the whole experience, how it feels, how it performs under pressure, day in, day out, and crucially, the results. Consistent, reliable, high-quality results. That term workhorse, it means you can trust it
Yeah.
implicitly. You know it's going to deliver, so you can just focus on getting the shot.
Okay, so let's start with that physical experience. You take it out of the box. What's the first impression?
Solid. Just immediately solid.
Right. It feels reassuringly dense, but not excessively heavy. It's a good balance, I think.
Yeah, for something you might carry all day, that balance is key. It feels durable, precise, you know it's built to last.
And that weather sealing. It's not just marketing speak, is it?
Oh, absolutely not. For real-world shooting, it's critical if you're caught in the rain or dealing with dust.
Yeah. Shooting an event, maybe outdoors.
Exactly. You need to know your gear can handle it. That confidence is huge.
Yeah.
And then there's the design itself. Quite clean, modern.
With some nice functional touches. That control ring.
Yeah, the control ring, the little OLED display, and that function button you can customize.
Let's talk about that OLED. Seems small, but
Yeah.
useful.
It really is. What's fascinating is how thoughtful these details are. That little screen gives you instant feedback aperture, focal length, focus distance.
Right, without digging into menus.
Precisely. In fast-moving situations, weddings, sports, street photography, glancing down to confirm settings, that can save you a missed shot. It keeps your eye where it needs to be.
That makes sense.
And then the custom button and the control ring. You can set them up for aperture, ISO, exposure comp,
Yeah.
whatever works for your style.
So it becomes more intuitive?
Exactly. It starts
Yeah.
to feel like a natural extension of the camera, like it's part of your hand. It just lets you focus on creating.
Okay, now the bit everyone really cares about, image quality. This is where it gets really interesting, isn't it?
Uh-huh. This is the heart of it.
The analyses we looked at, they consistently rave about the optical performance. Outstanding. Images are described as, like, tack sharp.
Across the whole frame, too.
Yeah, edge to edge. Even wide open at f2.8. Which, for a zoom lens, that's kind of a big deal, right? Zooms often have compromises there.
They often do, especially in the corners at maximum aperture. But this lens, it really seems to defy that. The clarity, the fidelity, it's exceptional for a zoom.
And it's not just sharpness, is it? There's talk about the character, the richness, the contrast.
Yeah, really pleasing color rendition, too. Natural. It just elevates the images, gives them a certain depth.
So it's not just technically perfect, it actually has a pleasing look.
Right, it tells a sophisticated visual story.
And how do they achieve that? What's the tech behind it?
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, it comes down to some serious engineering from Nikon. Specifically, things like their nanocrystal and RNEO coatings.
Okay, I've heard those terms. What do they actually do?
They're essentially very advanced anti-reflective coatings. Their job is to cut down on flare and ghosting dramatically.
Ah, so when you're shooting into the sun or bright lights.
Exactly. That's where you really see the benefit. Those coatings help maintain contrast and color purity even in really challenging light. Your images stay clean.
Yeah, gotcha. So you can trust it won't wash out or get weird artifacts.
Pretty much. It means it's a lens you can rely on for demanding stills, but also for professional video work, where image integrity is absolutely critical.
So it makes you think, doesn't it? What does that level of consistent quality actually mean for your own creative work?
It means confidence. It means Fewer technical worries, maybe fewer reshoots, a higher keeper rate. Ultimately, your final product looks more professional, closer to your original vision.
Right. Okay, so great optics. But what about performance in the moment? Autofocus. That's got to be top-notch for a workhorse lens.
Oh, absolutely crucial. And the reports are unanimous. The AF is quick, it's silent, and it's accurate.
Locks on fast.
Like lightning. Whether it's a moving subject or you're racking focus from near to far, it just snaps into place without hesitation.
Which is essential for things like event photography, reportage.
Definitely. Anywhere you don't have time to fiddle. You need to trust that focus will be there when the moment happens. The speed and accuracy here are just vital.
And you mentioned silent.
Yes. And that's a huge plus, especially for video shooters.
Right, no whirring lens noises messing up your audio.
Exactly. You get clean sound, which is often just as important as the picture.
So great AF performance, and that combines with the focal range itself, right? 24-70 millimeters is incredibly versatile.
It really is. What's fascinating is just how much ground this one lens covers. At 24 millimeters, you've got that nice wide perspective.
Perfect for landscapes, interiors.
Environmental portraits, yeah. Capturing the scene. Then you zoom smoothly into 70 millimeter.
And you get that nice compression for portraits.
Right, that flattering look that helps isolate your subject. It's a classic range for a reason.
And the constant f2.8 aperture throughout that range. That's huge, too.
Oh, it's a game changer. Consistent light gathering, whether you're wide or zoomed in. Huge flexibility in low light.
Lets you keep your ISO down, cleaner images.
Or use faster shutter speeds to freeze action. Plus, you get that creative control, that shallow depth of field to blur backgrounds.
Make the subject pop. And the quality of that blur, the bokeh.
Descriptions usually say it's smooth, attractive, kind of rounded, creamy, really appealing for portraits.
Yeah.
Adds that artistic touch.
So it's technically capable and artistically pleasing.
That's the goal, isn't it? Sculpting light, not just capturing it.
Okay, so superb optics, great AF, versatile range.
Oh.
It sounds amazing. Which brings us to the elephant in the room.
Ah, yes, the price tag.
Let's be direct.
No.
This lens sits firmly in the professional bracket. It's
Right.
not, well, it's not cheap. It's a serious investment.
Though sugarcoating it, yeah. Quality like this costs money.
But, and this is the point that comes up again and again in the analysis, it's presented as an investment that actually pays off.
Mm-hmm.
Because it delivers so consistently across so many situations. Right. It might even replace the need for several other lenses for some people. It's about that return reliability, quality, flexibility.
And that raises the question, doesn't it? How do you evaluate value in gear like this? It's not just the upfront cost.
No.
For someone shooting professionally, relying on their gear for their income, demanding top performance every time, this lens justifies the cost. Think about the cost of missing the shot or delivering subpar work.
Or the cost and hassle of carrying like 3 prime lenses instead.
Exactly. This can be the cornerstone of a pro kit, a tool you rely on for years. Now, is it perfect? Nothing ever is.
Are there any downsides mentioned?
Well, a couple of minor things. Some find it a bit chunky compared to the f4 zooms, a little more weight in the back.
Okay, fair enough. Size and weight are always a trade-off for that f2.8 aperture.
Right. And obviously the price itself puts it out of reach for casual hobbyists.
Yeah.
It's aimed squarely at pros or very serious enthusiasts.
But in terms of actual use and performance...
Hard to find fault, really. Which says a lot about Nikon's engineering here. The main drawbacks are subjective or related to cost, not fundamental flaws.
So, wrapping this up, the Nikon NIKKOR Z 24-70mm f2.8s, it really seems to be that quintessential workhorse lens. Sets a very high bar.
It absolutely does.
Yeah.
Spur optics, fast AF, smart design, robust build. It ticks all the boxes.
If you're in the Nikon Z system and you need one lens that can handle almost anything you throw at it, delivering pro results time after time,
This has got to be right at the top of the list.
it sounds like a lens that doesn't just meet expectations, it kind of consistently blows past them.
I think that's a fair summary. And building on that idea, that investment, that versatility, here's a final thought to consider.
Okay.
In a world where we often have bags full of specialized tools, specific primes for specific jobs, what does it actually mean for your creative process, your freedom, to have one piece of gear that's designed to do it all and do it really, really well?
Interesting point. Simplifying things.
Yeah. How might leaning on a reliable workhorse like this, one you absolutely trust, how might that change how you approach your next project? Maybe letting you focus more purely on the art, the story, less on the gear itself, something to think about.